Hey guys, it's Cassie. Yes, I'm meant to be at school, but I'll tell you that in the video because that relates to the video. But today I'm going to be doing gym injuries, like how to care for them, how I care for them, and injuries I have or have had and how I care for those. So first I'll just start with rips because that's the most annoying thing ever. I don't get them on bars anymore, like, because we never do bars. I'm not a gymnast, I'm an acrobat. But on handles you can like still get rips. They're not as bad, so I don't have to do as much for them as gymnasts do. But what I would usually do is get one of my little ice packs like this. I'll get one of my little ice packs like this and I'll ice it for a few minutes. It helps callus it a little bit and it just cools it down, because I don't know if you guys get it, but when you rip and it's like really hot, so it cools it down for a little bit. And then I use tea actually, because it like calluses your palm, like your hand, quicker. So I just use tea. You like wet it and then you hold it on there. And then I use some antiseptic cream on there because everybody uses our handles. So it's really gross because they sweat on them and stuff and they can get blood on it and stuff, and you don't want to be switching blood with people. That's really gross. So I put some antiseptic cream on there. And then if I have skin, I cut it off because that can infect the rip, and then I wrap it. So usually I do pre-wrap and then athlete tape. So yeah. Alright, so that's rips. I wanted to get that out of the way because I hate it. Next, I'm going to talk about some like miniature things that I don't know if everybody gets, but I get them a lot. This one's they're both mainly in summer. One is because I go swimming a lot, and I don't know how, but I always end up going swimming on the days I have acro, and usually it's in pools, so I always have eye drops in my gym bag because the chlorine makes my vision blurry, and to be an acrobat or a gymnast you need really good vision. So we don't need it, but it helps a lot. So eye drops are something that I always need, just in case. Oh, those are not eye drops, I grabbed the wrong thing. And then another thing, because our gym in summer we open the back door so that it's not too hot. We have like all of our fans on and stuff and the aircon, but we open up the back door because we get a nice cool breeze. But that's in the mozzies, so I always have stingers in my bag. So I just put it on that mosquito bite and it like takes it away. Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about the more injuries, I guess. Those I don't really classify as injuries. But I'll talk about the one I have at the moment. Ankles and like my heel. My heel doesn't ever really hurt, but it can sometimes. My ankles are really bad. They're always sore. So I usually strap them, brace them. I have a brace, but I couldn't find it, so I couldn't do the video. Like, I can do the video, but without the brace. But that's what I have at the moment. I heard it at school, so I have it strapped. I ran out of tape, so I have to go get some more so I can strap it around like here, because I strap down here so that I wouldn't move it too much, because that like constricts movement. And I had an ice pack on it all day, and I still do right now. So yeah, that's usually what I do for my ankles. For my knee, I strap it, brace it, ice it. Wrist, same thing, strap it, brace it, ice it. And then I'm usually on Nurofen every day pretty much. This one's, I don't know, 72 tablets. It's almost finished. I got that like a couple months ago. So yeah, and another medication that I'm currently on is Celebrex. This is prescription, so you have to be referred for it from your doctor. That's for plantar fasciitis. I don't know what's going on with plantar fasciitis and like me and my doctors and stuff lately, but I have been going for a lot of ultrasounds and stuff and to see what's going on in my like feet, because plantar fasciitis is in your heel, but they're saying I have plantar fasciitis when it's this bone here is too long, and then they're saying it's plantar fasciitis. I'm like, well, what is it? Is my bone too long, or do I have plantar fasciitis? So, let's put my mask back on. So, I'll keep you guys updated with that if you want to be updated with it. But now I'll get on to injuries I've had. So, I'm pretty much just going to tell you injuries that I've had. They're gym related, but not many of them were at gym. If that makes sense. So, first, I think I've already had a video about this, but I was picking my sister up from work one day, and we got there early, and there's like a park near her work. So I was playing on the park, like on the playground, and they have like a limestone brick barrier around the whole thing. It's only like this tall. So I was like, oh, I'm awesome, I'm gonna do some cartwheels on it. Like, it's a beam, although it's like this wide, so it kind of isn't a beam, but it's like a beam. So I was like, oh, I'll just do some cartwheels. Doing a cartwheel, and I did like 3 fine, and I went to do another one, and I came down, but like my shin hit the edge of a limestone brick, and it took a massive chunk out of it. Rushed to the doctors. I was meant to have stitches, but because I hate needles, I like screamed in the doctor's face. I was like, you're not putting stitches in my shin. So I had to get glued. I don't know if you guys can see that scar there. That's from that. But yeah. Injury number 2. This one wasn't all that long ago actually. It was probably like a month and a half, maybe, even 2 months. I went to Sorrento Beach with one of my friends because I got a voucher for Christmas allowing us into like the Great Escape. So we went to the Great Escape, and they have like the trampolines, and that was the last thing we went on because the line was always really long for the trampolines. So we're like, we'll go on them last. So we went on them, and I went for a double front salt and landed, but because they're like the material of Olympic tramps, so they've got like the grid on them, and my big toe got in the grid, and I went to step, and I pulled, and all the skin on the top of my toe came off. And I don't think I have a scar from that. No, I don't really have a scar from it. You guys can see my big toe. I didn't really get a scar from it, but there's no feeling in the top of that toe anymore. There's like a little bit, but it's all just like numb and fuzzy, so yeah. But that was just stressed and nothing really bad about that. The only other thing that happens to me a lot is I'm always on crutches. Like, me and my friend, she's not a gymnast, but she has really bad ankles, and she has pulled her ACL quite a few times playing soccer. And so we're called the crutch crew at school because we're like always on crutches. My parents haven't got this like hint to buy a pair of crutches yet, but they will. And yeah, that's mainly for my ankles or my knee. It's not really my heel that often. But yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy this video. Hope you did. Because if you didn't, that'd be kind of bad, I guess. There will be a lot of videos coming today. Because I'm not at school, so. Alright, bye guys. Please give me, first person to give me a request, I'll do it. As long as it doesn't hurt my ankle. Alright, bye.